Hello, everyone. How is everyone doing? So many things happen. So many things happen. I had to cancel Friday live stream because I really wanted to. Actually, let me show it. I posted a video. It's a rewind. I always wanted to do these kinds of rewinds. I think they're very cool. Um, and I've been working on this for months, since November approximately. And oh my goodness, it took me so long to go through all of the videos that were part of this, because sometimes there's more than one video in 1 second. It's crazy. But yeah, I'll probably, if we have time, I'll explain a little bit more about the process of how I made that BTS rewind. It's a BTS Chapter 2 rewind. So yeah, please watch it. I promise it's fun. Um it's also emotional, but it's also fun in my opinion. I included a lot of memes. So yeah, probably in the end, if we have time, I'm going to explain all of that. It's just that I'm so excited about these past few days have been crazy. For multiple reasons that I'm not going to talk about. Um I'm not going to talk about all of the reasons. But if you're on Twitter, you probably know some of the things that have happened. Definitely the most exciting thing is the Netflix special that BTS is going to have. It's a documentary, and they're also going to have a live concert. Is the free live concert that they had, that they announced they were going to have in South Korea. One Hamun, I believe, One Hwa Moon. So yeah, that is going to be live. Also, sorry if I'm a little bit sick. Okay, I also had this is maybe too much, but I have rosacea in my face and in my scalp. So it comes and goes from time to time. I take a medication, and I don't think you can see a lot of it. Did you see it? I feel like you can see it. Now it's worse than ever in the past few days. So I've been suffering with my face. Like, it burns so much, even though I take the medication. It's so annoying. Does anyone have rosacea? And it's so unfair because it's a genetic thing, and my dad has it, and my brother and I have it. But guess who doesn't have it? Borasis. It's so annoying. It's so annoying that my brother and I got all of it. And my sister doesn't have it. You can really see it. I guess you cannot see it, but yeah, it's like more red than usual, and it burns. And also, I have it like on my forehead, but I cover it with my bangs, so not it's not that bad. Okay, so a couple of you actually have it. It isn't it so annoying. It's just that with the medication, usually I'm okay with it. Like with the medication, there's no problem. But I've been a little bit sick these past few days. So I don't know, like something went wrong. I don't know. And now it's back. And it's so annoying because it hurts. It burns. But anyways, yeah. Yes, it burns a lot. It does. And also my scalp is very, very annoying. Okay. I'm so excited for the Netflix special and documentary. It's like a Netflix live performance and aside from that, a documentary. And I have so much to talk about because back in 2022, you guys probably didn't watch my videos back in 2022. I know a lot of you are like new, or maybe you have watched them, but you don't remember. But back in 2022, I was like, finally a well-produced documentary, and it was going to be on Disney. And I thought that they could have done so much more, but I felt like Disney didn't do enough. I feel like they missed their opportunity. So hopefully we get what I wanted, what I wish they could have done with this Netflix documentary. And usually Netflix does things like different ways, and we can see that they are already starting the promotions, and it's a lot. So hopefully we get those. Let's see here. You were actually pretty important in my early army journey back then. That's so awesome. It's crazy because it always surprised me how I started posting videos, and within a month, I had like a small community, which is crazy because a lot of people post for years and it never happens. But I like that armies were able to find my videos immediately. Also, because back when I first started, there were basically no one making BTS video essays. There were video essays, but they were about K pop in general. And I wanted to make just BTS video essays. So it was awesome that I got to find a community very, very fast. I feel like my my second video really got like an audience. The first video nobody watched it. It had like 40 views. But the second video that was where I got a lot of audience. Okay. So remember to support BTS comeback fundraising. Mem, you're here, right? Meg, I forgot to. I saw your message, but I forgot to respond. So I'm going to respond after the live stream. So remember to support BTS comeback fundraising, D2A microfunds, UKA funds, and Peak Yourself. Okay. It feels like right now it really is, it's like a universe thing, okay? It's like the universe is on BTS's side. When it comes to the votings, for example, for Hanto Music Awards and iHeart Awards, well, we don't know the results for iHeart Awards yet, so please keep voting. Try to wait for the special times when you can vote for more. You can vote more times. But also on the Hanto Music Awards, we are not struggling at all. We are number one on basically a lot of these. So BTS for Global Popular Artist, this is the final round, by the way. BTS is number one on all three platforms, so we are doing amazing. Then we have J-Hope for R&B Hip Hop, also final round. We are number one in all of it, so we're doing amazing. The only thing that we can do better is BTS's Jin and J-Hope for Hanto Top 10. Both members are on the top 10. Jin is number 2 and J-Hope is number 7. But we're going to try to make Jin take the lead, number 1, and push J-Hope to the top 5. Just in case. And yes, we only have a couple of more days, only a few more days for Hanto Awards. We are on the lead for everything. So, well, except for let's do our best for Hanto Top 10 so they can reach even higher. So yeah, we're doing amazing. We really are doing amazing, and it feels like this is really BTS's time, in so many ways. Okay, so I thought this was interesting as well. CNN released a report of BTS's success in numbers, and I thought this was very interesting. Let's see. BTS in numbers published February 2nd. So they did this entire thing. Let me make it bigger. Super big. Okay, 2013, the year BTS debuted. Number one most streamed K-pop artist globally on Spotify in 2025, despite no group promotions. That is crazy. That is crazy. BTS stayed at number one, even though they didn't promote a single thing back in 2025. 7 group members in BTS, we know that. $33.3 million in earnings from their 4-night stadium run in LA, where they sold over 200,000 tickets. It was the most a non English language act has ever made in Billboard box score history. This is just in LA, by the way. This is just the LA performances, which were just 4. 46.9 million X or Twitter followers as of January 2026. 2020, the year that BTS became the Time Magazine's Entertainer of the Year. I remember that. 33 Age of Jin, the oldest of the 7-member group. 7 movies that BTS has starred in or created, not including documentaries or band members' solo endeavors. We have so many movies, guys. So many movies. Plus all of the movies that we got recently because of the solo promotions. How many in total? Do you guys know? I would have to check because it's a lot. 3 hours 31 minutes, the record breaking time it took the group to reach 1 million followers on TikTok. I remember. 0.3% GDP was the contribution from BTS, 4.9 billion in revenue to the South Korean economy in 2019. This is, I understand 2019, that's the number that we have, but I'm curious to see how much money they're going to generate this year, because this comeback is going to be way bigger than 2019, definitely. So I'm curious about that. 3, the number of times the group has addressed the United Nations General Assembly. 2018, when BTS became the first Korean group with a platinum certified single in the USA. 10 chicken McNuggets in the meal for the McDonald's BTS collaboration. I remember that entire thing, and I got so mad I never um I never got the chance to try it. 6.6 million raised for the UNICEF campaign to end violence against children and young people. 80 plus concerts spanning 30 cities across 5 continents are scheduled for their comeback tour. 80 concerts. That's crazy. 100 More than 100 countries where BTS have had number one singles, including US, UK, Australia, Canada, and their native South Korea. 7 airships, one in each member's hometown in October 2017, spreading messages of self-love for the UNICEF campaign to end violence against children and young people. 1 visit to the White House in May 2022 to discuss Asian inclusion. 2025 in June, the final 4 members of BTS, RMV, Jimin, and Jungkook completed their mandatory military service, and Suga completed his duties as a social service agent, an alternative to serving in the military. 6 number one singles on the US Billboard Hot 100 chart. We're coming for more, guys. We're coming for more. 30 episodes of Learn Korean with BTS. And actually, I have more news. There are news about the Learn Korean with BTS. It's back. It's back. I will show it in a second. 2026 in March is scheduled to release. BTS is scheduled to release their new album. So I thought this was fun. This was released by CNN, by the way. So interesting. Wait, where's my. I always like these kind of infographics and stuff like that. And I like that they're releasing it now because it's promotion as well. Can the volume be a little bit more loud? Is the volume, let's see. People always ask me for that and I feel like I don't get why because I it's top for everything. Like it's on its maximum volume for everything. Advanced properties, let's see. No, it's not here. Um I guess it's a filter. Audio filters. Let's see. Expander. Gain. Is it gain? Gain. Let's see. Okay. Is it higher now? Oh, is it too high now? It says that it's now. Do I make it even higher? To me, it's low. Volume is fine. Volume is fine for me, but I also like it quieter. It is higher. Oh my goodness. But it's better. It's higher and it's better. Okay. Okay. So I'll leave it there. Hopefully it's good. Just on my mic here, it says like red because it goes all the way. Like it's very, very high, it says. Okay, awesome. So here we have BTS members RM, Jungkook, Jin, and V. They appear on this chef Instagram post. The chef is called Ho. I'm not sure, but that's his name. I know I read it. But yeah, this is a chef and they were with him. They look so good. I also love that I know some armies are theorizing that no, they're covering their hair. I feel like they're not covering their hair. I feel like this is the hair that we're going to get for the comeback. Also because they're traveling now. We will talk about that in a second. I also thought it was very, very cute and I wanted to share. If you have extra money, okay, prioritize Airang, okay? But I thought this was cute. Line Friends is releasing a BT21 strawberry party. And it's these BT21 characters, like strawberry version. And it's so, so cute. Look at that. Cookie, Mang, Koya, RJ, Tata, Jimmy, and also literal strawberries. And there's a bag also. So yeah, they released this entire line of BT21 strawberry party. So so cute. I always love the way they do this. They release different collections of BT21 characters and I really wish I could get some of these at some point. Like any collection because a lot of these collections are very very cool. The only thing I got from BT21 are like the actual BT21 plushies, but not none of these collections. And I would love to get those. There's everything. Look, like there's a little bag and a literal strawberry. So so cute. They even made this is in Japanese and I couldn't find like translations, but they always release this little comics and it's strawberry season fresh. Call RJ a strawberry delivery. So cute. Okay, and next we have Easy Korean with BTS. They are releasing again Easy Korean with BTS new cover edition and they are promoting it as like start studying so you can understand BTS's comeback without subtitles. They're basically saying that BTS preparing for comeback. Let's start with studying Korean. Is this I wonder if they are calling me out, because I did say back in 2022 that I was going to learn Korean, and I didn't. I mean, I learned like some phrases and words, but yeah, I'm not fluent at all. More studying. I know. Preparing for comeback. Let's start with studying Korean so you can enjoy live broadcasts without subtitles. Shall we study hard with the new cover edition? So yeah, if you're interested, there's a new cover edition for basic learners. I've seen unboxings of these, not this version because this one is new, but it looks pretty cool. I don't know if this version as well, but actually, yeah, I don't know if this version, but the version that I saw comes with a pen, and go you use the pen on the actual book, and it there's voice that comes out of the pen, and I don't know. I thought that was very cute. You have it. Consuelo has it. That's awesome. Okay, let's talk about Arirang. Arirang surpassed 3 million pre-saves on Spotify. We're doing great, guys, but also we need to do better if we want to get this huge record. Yes, this record is very big. But let's give it a try. Arirang has surpassed 3 million saves on Spotify, and the record is 6 million by Taylor Swift. We are halfway there. 3.02 million. The gap is now 2.98. We have 45 days left. Please pre-save the album on Spotify in all of your Spotify accounts, even if they are free. Even if you have a free Spotify account, you can do it. Actually, I sent the link to my sister like when this was first released, and my sister was like, "But I don't have like a premium Spotify account. Can I still do it?" And he's like, "Yes, you can do it. You can pre-save even with a free Spotify account." So we have 45 days left. The daily average needed to break the record and be number one is 67,000. So we are actually, oh, I didn't include it here, but we are not doing 67,000, guys. So we need to keep up. Yeah, I didn't include it. Oh, I forgot to include it. But how much are we doing? I think we're doing like 30,000 to 40,000 daily, and we need to do 67,000. So lock in, guys. Gotta lock in. We gotta do it. Okay, let's talk about this because it's impossible, I feel like, for me to ignore it. There is this entire conversation, and I've also talked about this. When BTS travels and when BTS is at the airport, our army rule is to not go to the airport. Actually, not just our army rule, but BTS's official guidelines of fandom etiquette is not going to the airport. So then also another question is, should we share the pictures from the airports and the videos? In some of these videos, the BTS members are literally taking the cameras, like they're grabbing the cameras and saying hi directly. So it's like they are consenting in a way. And not just that, but I also saw that, for example, they are wearing like some of their brand ambassador clothes, and the brand ambassador brands, yeah, no, the brands are sharing those pictures. So that is technically, that should be good. It's just that some people are very sensitive about this stuff, and I totally get it. So I'd rather not share. But all I wanted to share with you guys is that BTS is traveling. BTS is traveling for comeback promotions. Now, for what? Actually, we don't know. We don't know why they're traveling. And actually, the information that we got is all over the place because when they were first at the airport, K Media announced that the BTS members were going to Dubai, as you can see right here. Dubai, United Arab Emirates to attend an overseas schedule. But then BTS didn't arrive in Dubai. Apparently, they arrived in Portugal. So, Portugal. So, I don't know. I think Bon Voyage, you know what? I highly doubt it. I feel like this is for a music video. I don't know why I feel like this is for a music video. I just don't feel like BTS would do Bon Voyage right now. Even if it takes them like a couple of days, I feel like they're just too busy with um, rehearsals for the tour. And I'm sure you know how BTS are. BTS are not going to like practice a little and then perform. This is their comeback. And with all of the Netflix news, this is a big comeback. And they are documenting everything. And we're going to see all of this. So I'm not sure. Dance practice? I feel like maybe an official performance. I don't know why something is telling me this is for a music video. But I guess we'll see. Could it be a Run BTS episode? I saw some speculation about BTS coming back with Run BTS. But we don't really know. I don't know, but I feel like I don't know. If BTS is coming back with Run BTS, it probably they already recorded. And by the way, I didn't notice, but I started noticing like for real when I was editing my video, BTS Rewind. BTS only had like 5 recordings for Run BTS, and they did like for months. Do you guys remember the BTS Run BTS 2022 special and the Run BTS 2023 special? Those were special episodes, and they were all basically they recorded those in just probably like 5 days. So it's not that hard for them to record Run BTS again. It's just that I don't feel like they will do it right now. But that is just my opinion. I don't know. I say music video. I also say music video. Something is telling me music video. This is from music video. Music video is believable. Okay, so yeah, we don't really know, but yeah, I mean, and that is why we don't just trust K Media, because K Media said they're going to Dubai for an overseas schedule, and they arrived in Portugal. Like it had nothing to do. So yeah, I guess we'll see. Portugal airport security was good. Fans could not approach the members. Yes, I also saw that. What did I see? Something like if someone goes to like if fans go to their hotel, there's going to be like police there and there's heavy security. I saw something like that, but at this point they got this wrong, so I don't trust K Media anymore. Like, well, I never trust K Media, but sometimes they are right. But I feel like, especially with this entire like comeback schedule, they have been right, but they got this wrong. So why would I believe anything they say? Okay, let's see. Okay, so here are some of the when first it was announced that they were going to Dubai. Armies started theorizing BTS in Dubai Autodrome. And we're going back to the banana theory. We're going back to the banana theory. I feel like this is just armies. Oh wait, I put it. Armies sometimes are just too delusional. But I choose to believe that this is a spoiler, guys. The theme is cars. I know it. Who dropped the banana? There's a banana, and then there's a car. Why is there like a little car there and then like an explosion? It just makes no sense. Sometimes BTS do the most random stuff. So we believe that it's a spoiler. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. I don't really know. You can create like some kind of design with this. BTS did this like car noises. Now, why did they do that? Why did they do that? Did you know that the most famous car racing track in Dubai and is Dubai Autodrome, and it's considered the ideal choice for filming car music videos or scenes because it's a professional racing circuit that provides dynamic, thrilling visuals, perfect for shots with powerful sports cars. So this was the entire first impression that BTS going to Dubai probably to record something, probably a music video. So armies started creating these theories. But yeah, BTS is not in Dubai. BTS is in Portugal. Also here, another spoiler. Wait, so sand was a spoiler. And if you look at the hats that Taeyong has been wearing, SAND, sand. So another theory, let's say. Now, maybe what I'm going to say makes no sense, but here is my reasoning why I believe this BTS comeback has absolutely nothing to do with cars or sports cars. And maybe I'm completely wrong, but it's just a random theory, okay? Right now, there is another hype boy group whose entire concept is a sports car. Actually, the name of their song is like a sports car brand. I don't feel like they would allow this group to do that concept if BTS's concept is going to be something similar. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe I'm totally like saying whatever, but I don't know. I feel like they wouldn't do the same concept in February with one small group and in March with BTS's big comeback. I don't know. I don't know. Which group is from Latin America? Hype Latin America. Okay. In other Arirang news, it looks like Arirang may have a famous hip hop producer, and I'm so excited for this. Mike, my goodness, there's a fly. Mike, how do you pronounce this? Will? What? Will. Mike Will made it. Mike Will made it. Probably it's pronounced like that. Mike Will made it. It is a hip hop producer known for making chart topping hits with a dark, heavy trap sound. His most famous productions include Black Beatles, Kendrick Lamar's Humble, Beyonce's Formation, and Miley Cyrus' We Can't Stop. There are also other huge songs that he produced, but this is some of the biggest ones. Guys, this is very exciting. I feel like I already had a feeling because BTS kept saying like going back to our roots, and the album is called Arirang, and they kept saying like, oh, like this album is the most us we have been ever. And I feel like BTS was based, they started as a hip hop group and they're going back to their roots. Like that's the entire concept, I believe, going back to their roots. So it makes sense why they're working with this hip hop producer. Lady Pink, thank you so much. They went for the chocolate and stayed for a banana thick shake and played with toy cars in the desert sand. And Bora is completely correct. Thank you so much. Like, you totally understand my point. Like, that is also my theory. They did all of that, but not to record the music video in Dubai. So you get it. You get it. What was I going to say? Oh, I also wanted to point out something. Okay, this is Mike Will Made It. He posted this. Coming in hot, pre-save BTS Big Hit Now. Why would he say pre-save BTS's album if he was not part of it? I feel like he is part of the album. He produced at least one song. Um, so that is exciting because he produces hip hop songs, like that's his thing. Ariran BTS, and then there's these three emojis. Does anyone know what these three emojis may mean? There's an ear, drum or drum roll, I don't know. And there, I guess this is a globe, like a planet. I don't know. So yes, let's discuss the emojis. What are these emojis about? I have no idea. um, but once we get to know eardrum and I don't know, eardrum world, eardrum, eardrum makes sense. Eardrum world. I don't know. Official Brady, thank you so much. I like your name. But you retracted your message. You can just comment and I can read your comment if you have it. If you have any comment. Listen to the beat of the world. Hear the drums. And what about the world? Global beat? Interesting. Are those emojis hints? I feel like they are. Because why else would he include those? I don't know. Global sound drum roll. Global drum beats. Global beats. Global beats would make sense. Hear the beat of the world. That's probably the one that includes the three of them and that makes the more sense. Okay, so another thing that I wanted to say about this is that what I also find very interesting is that yes, it's cool when we get to know that BTS is working with producers that have produced like big songs. But at the same time, I feel like sometimes these big producers produce for other K-pop artists and I don't particularly like them. So then I'm like, oh, I wish BTS didn't work with this producer because look how they produce for K-pop. But then BTS actually works. Like, for example, BTS worked with this producer for Run BTS. And this producer that worked on Run BTS also worked for other K-pop songs. And I was like, no, I don't like this. But with BTS makes it work. So I feel like whoever is producing the album, whether it's like world-known producer or like an unknown producer or like an in-house producer from Big Hit or BTS, the BTS members themselves, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter because BTS have this standard for themselves and it's like they're not going to accept anything, they're going to accept only good things. Oh my goodness, there's a fly that is annoying me. But anyways, exactly. I trust Bangtan's picks. I feel like they choose good music for themselves, and no matter who works with them, it's going to be well produced. So yeah, it's exciting. We get to know a little bit more about the producers and stuff like that. Okay. Here's a little update about the Ticketmaster Mexico entire situation. Do you guys remember I had an entire live stream about this? How the president of Mexico even mentioned this. Armies were demanding Ticketmaster Mexico for transparency. And the response by the president of Mexico was basically, I'm going to write a letter to someone in the South Korean government. So BTS performs more times in Mexico. And Mexican armies were like, no, that's not what we want. We don't want more concerts. We want more transparency from Ticketmaster. We want transparency. So yeah, here's a little update from the entire situation. Ticketmaster has until February 12th to respond. Otherwise, it will face a fine. Resale platforms were urged to comply with Mexican law. They could face sanctions. New guidelines are being prepared to regulate the sale and advertising of tickets, which will be published in the DOF. Iniciamos un procedimiento por infracción a la ley contra Ticketmaster. Se notificó el 28 de enero. Es una multa. So on January 28th, this was announced. Ticketmaster and other similar companies may face, may face fines if they don't respond to the complaints. Because I read the response last time by Ticketmaster. It was a joke. They basically said, indirectly, not completely, but indirectly, they blamed BTS and their team and Big Kid because they said, no, like the demand in Mexico was too high and they only performed like a couple of times and there are only like this amount of seats and that is not enough. And that is not on us. That is on BTS and their decisions or whatever. But yeah, Mexican army said, no, like there's problem with these prices and the resales and all of that. Like this is not fair for us. A lot of armies didn't get to participate on the pre-sale at all. And people who were not on, like that didn't make sense. They just wanted transparency. And apparently Profeco, who is about Profeco is about the consumer, the rights of consumers. They are the ones who said that Ticketmaster has until February 12th to respond. So let's see what their response. They have 10 more days and hopefully something happens. Something positive happens. Okay. That rubbed me the wrong way. Like, does the Mexican president really think that the South Korean government has a say on what BTS wants to do for this tour? I know, like that was very, very weird because even if the South Korean government gets the letter and they read it and it's like, are they going to pressure BTS into performing more? Like that didn't make sense. And the good thing is that Mexican armies were very fast to respond. Like, no, we don't. This is not what we want. This is about the principle, okay? This is about the problem with Ticketmaster. A lot of armies, Mexican armies, I saw like they were very selfless. It was just that it's okay if I don't go, but this problem has to be solved because if I'm not going, other armies have to go and pay the fair price, the price that BTS set for those tickets, nothing more. So yeah, good. We also have confirmation by Live Nation about BTS's world tour numbers. BTS sells out all 41 North America, Europe, and UK stadium dates of the World Tour Arirang, set to become the biggest global K-pop tour of all time and the largest of BTS's career. The Arirang World Tour sold nearly 2.4 million tickets. Now, it's very cool that we get confirmation from Live Nation, and that is amazing. Congratulations. But at the same time, it's like I just don't get it. Why are BTS still being reduced to, like this is going to be the biggest K-pop concert, the biggest K-pop tour of all time. Who cares? This was going to be the biggest K-pop tour a million years ago. This is one of the biggest tours in history. Like that is, I think, more important to report. So yeah, just an observation. BTS allowed all 41 North America, Europe, and UK stadium dates of the World Tour Arirang, set to become the biggest global K-pop tour of all time and the largest of BTS's career. Like, I understand the largest of BTS's career, but I think the relevance of this tour is that it's going to be one of the biggest tours of all time. But the focus is on like the biggest K-pop tour or whatever. I mean, sure, sure. when this when did this live start? 45 minutes ago. But we still are not on the Netflix, which is crazy, on the Netflix section, which is crazy. I'm going to get to it. Talking about the tour, I thought this was funny. This, I believe, is in Argentina based on the person who is tweeting it. But this fan says, "Which one of you was it? Confess." This is hilarious. There's this army who apparently works here on this store and is asking for tips to see BTS. They included the BTS picture, the BTS logo, and this emoji of like asking for money. This is hilarious to me. And it's so, so cute. Tips to see BTS. Yeah, I believe this is in Argentina, but I'm not sure. I just saw the picture. It is cute. I tipped them all I had. Exactly. I also saw that the news in my country have like podcasts as well. And on those podcasts, they were recommending armies to to sell like cake pops because they're easy to make. Um and yeah, giving recommendations to like save money for BTS concert. I thought that was cute. I don't know. When I was a teenager, I had like a with my friends, we had a cupcake business and it was very fun. So yeah. Okay, let's talk about Netflix. I've been waiting for this because I wanted this. I The type of promotions that we're getting just within the day of this being announced is the type of promotions I was expecting from Disney with that entire documentary that they did. And I talked about this back in 2022. And I was, I guess, disappointed but not surprised because Disney didn't do anything to promote this BTS documentary. It was a waste of time. Like I was like, this big opportunity, like it was wasted. I feel like nobody from the general public knows about this. But Netflix documentaries, when they are about like groups, artists, musical artists, I feel like they always become big. Like even I know them because you open Netflix and you see, boom, trending this documentary about this group or whatever. So the same is going to happen with BTS. And so many countries have access to Netflix compared to Disney and other platforms like Hulu, for example. So this is very, very exciting. And finally, I like Disney's documentary, but the one on YouTube made by Army was better. Um, I don't know if better, but I do believe that it's the wait accessibility thing. Like, how much access does the general public have to these documentaries? Because this may be an unpopular opinion. I appreciate and love and thank whenever BTS creates all of these amazing documentaries and they release them, for example, on YouTube or Weavers for armies to see. Those are mostly targeted at armies though. Like for example, their movies at the movie theater. Those are for armies to see. You know, armies are know about them and armies watch them. I love those. And I watch those and I enjoy those. But I always wanted a documentary made for the masses because these are big things. Even if you don't watch them, you know that they exist. I remember being a kid, I was not a fan of Justin Bieber. I watched the Justin Bieber documentary because it was a moment in pop culture. Like everyone watches it. And even right now, like more recently, I feel like everyone was talking about the Cat's Eye documentary, and some people don't even like Cat's Eye, but It's like a moment in pop culture. We can make this happen. And for this, we need to spread the word everywhere. I feel like Netflix is already doing a good job. They are posting so much already about this Netflix documentary. I'm sorry, about this BTS documentary and the live concert as well, the comeback live. So that is exciting because it's finally something that the masses can watch. We're gonna break Netflix, Princess K. Well, thank you so much. And yes, we are. No, but actually that's the other good thing. I'm going to show the numbers in a minute. The live streams that Netflix hosts, they are very strong. Like they don't crash. I believe the Jake Paul fight with Mike Tyson is the most watched Netflix live stream, and it has like more than 100 million something. So, oh my goodness, this fly is annoying me. Um, so Netflix is strong enough to host um this kind of live stream. If it happened on Weavers, it was going to be like, what's the word? Break. It was going to break. On YouTube, forget about it. YouTube was going to break. Bora, don't jinx it. I'm not jinxing it. I'm just saying reality, okay? It's going to be well. It's going to be good. BTS Netflix. BTS The Comeback Live. Arirang at March 21st, 8 p.m. KST. BTS will perform at historic One Hwamun Square in Seoul. Live worldwide exclusively on Netflix. That is the Comeback Live. I read that it's not just the single, like the song, the main song that they are going to perform. It's like a mini concert, apparently, and they're going to perform multiple songs from the new album. I don't think, from what I've read, but these are speculations, I don't think they're going to perform old songs. They're only going to perform songs from the new album, which is very, very exciting. It's very, very exciting. So that is basically the day of the comeback, the day after the comeback, which is going to be March 20th. This is going to be March 21st. Next, we have on March 27th, BTS The Return documentary film. BTS The Return, a documentary film showcasing the making of their comeback album Arirang, only on Netflix. So I love this so, so much because this is such a great idea for a documentary like this. This is such a great idea. I feel like it will get a lot of the general public's attention because it's like, oh, BTS is coming back. I don't even know them. Let me watch this. It works like this, I promise. People who are not even interested are going to watch it. My dad watches these music documentaries all the time as background noise because it's just there and it's trending on Netflix. So, yeah, this is very exciting. And also, this is probably the first time that a documentary, well, not the first time, but one of the first times that a BTS movie is not BTS. You know how we have Break the Silence and Burn the Stage. They always name those, and I love those. But I was like, okay, I'm over it. Like I love those ideas. I love the idea of naming these movies like BTS. But yeah, I like The Return. The Return is super badass. I love it. And I love it. I like this name, The Return. That's the name of the movie, The Return. Back to Seven. I mean, I like those. It's just that it's just too much. I like The Return. Is simple. Is simple, and I like it. I like it. Now Netflix is promoting this on different platforms. This is from TikTok, for example. On TikTok, this is not receiving as much attention. You can see 30,000 likes. So make sure to go to Netflix TikTok account and like this. But also don't worry, it's not that this is not getting attention. It's just that this is not even a video with music. This is just two pictures on the Netflix account. But the announcement is getting a lot of attention on X and Instagram, for example, but not so much on TikTok. So make sure to go to TikTok and like this video, well, the two pictures, and share them as well. Variety Magazine industry analysts and Hype estimate that approximately 50 million viewers will tune into the live broadcast on March 21st. I also believe that that may be possible, especially knowing the other live broadcasts that I saw. I will show a list in a minute of the most viewed live broadcast on Netflix. It is a Those are big, big numbers. Those are big, big numbers. So we cannot talk about goals yet, but we can talk about, like you mentioned, maybe approximately 50 million may watch. So let's see what we can do. The comeback live is listed as 60 minutes. That's 10 to 12 songs, possibly. True. I don't think they're going to perform like the entire album, like the 14 songs, but I do feel like they are going to perform only songs from the new album. Multiple, definitely, but not all songs. And if we get all songs, it's just that I don't think so. I don't think they're going to perform all songs. Maybe Run BTS, but I don't know. I don't really see it. I don't think it's all singing though. Yeah, so that's the other thing. I feel like this is going to be those specials that BTS or BTS members, like a solo artist, have before the comeback. So, for example, the first thing that come to mind is Happy Special. You guys remember Jin's Happy Special? He performed like a couple of songs, but there was also a lot of talking. And for Sweet Dreams, there was also like a little special kind of thing. The Netflix To Doom article mentioned all songs or hits too. Really, I have the Netflix To Doom article here, so we're going to read that as well. Also, first post on the new BTS Instagram, because they deleted, well, they archived all of their posts. And now the first one is about Netflix. This is how big this is going to be. I just love that BTS is going all out for this comeback. The first post is not even about Arirang or whatever. It's about the Netflix documentary and live show. That's how big this is going to be. Please, this is also very, very important. This is probably until like the things that we know for now, because we're going to get more things. But from all of the things that we're going to get for that we know that we're going to get for now, this is the biggest promotion they can have. Once again, musical documentaries, musical specials on Netflix, they are big. Even if you are not interested, the general public is going to watch them at some point because it's trending there, because it says, oh, new from Netflix. And you're like, what is this? Like, I don't care, but I'm curious and I have a Netflix account, so I'm going to watch it. Or I'm bored and I'm going to watch whatever Netflix recommends. This is big, guys. This is big. This is going to like Jimmy Fallon 10 times. Like this is, I would say even more. This is very, very big. So here are the directors for the documentary and the live show. Well, Hamish Hamilton, known for directing the majority of Super Bowl halftime shows since 2010, is slated to direct BTS's performance, which will be the first ever live event broadcast from Korea to be live streamed globally. Good that we get a director who worked on the Super Bowl halftime shows, because I feel like the Super Bowl halftime shows are very well directed, especially with all of the choreography and all of the fireworks and crazy stuff that is happening on the Super Bowl. I love that. And I'm very excited for that. It's going to be well recorded. I know that. Usually in the US, they don't know how to record performances, especially with a lot of moving parts, like background dancers and multiple singers. Like they just don't know what to do. And BTS are those kind of performers. Like they perform those kind of complicated choreographies and songs and all that kind of stuff. So I feel like this is good. That is for the live performance. Then we have the documentary. Then just a week later, the documentary BTS The Return, directed by Bao Guyen, The Greatest Night in Pop, will chronicle the return of the group as they reunite in Los Angeles to make music following their hiatus. According to a press release, the film will portray them as they create new music that reflects who they are now, culminating in what will become a landmark album of its time. Once again, I love the idea for this documentary. I'm sure they have been recording this entire time in LA. Like that is going to be like the main thing, I think. They moved to LA to record this album, to work on this album, and we're going to see all of that process in this documentary. I also saw an Army's comment that said something like, how long is this going to be? Is it going to be? I don't have it here, but I think it's in the Tudum article. Let's say it's like 1 hour. An Army said 1 hour is just not enough. Like we need the Weavers a special version with all of the footage that was not used. I feel like we're probably going to get some Bangtan bombs. That would be awesome because I love the Bangtan bombs, and those are definitely more for the fans. So the main stuff is going to go on the documentary for Netflix, and hopefully we get like the missing clips on Bangtan TV YouTube channel. This is the director, Baum Guyen. He wrote Announcing BTS The Return, a feature length documentary directed premiering on Netflix, made in collaboration with Hype and Big Hit Music alongside This Machine and The Future is East. The film follows BTS as they reunite after completing military service and come back together in Los Angeles to make music again. Returning to a shared creative space shaped by time apart and personal change. This was a massive, often seemingly impossible project, and I'm thankful to everyone who helped bring it to life. I'll be sharing more personal reflections as we get closer to the premiere. BTS The Return premieres March 27 on Netflix, following BTS The Comeback Live Arirang streaming live on Seoul on March 21st. I find it very interesting that the director himself is saying this was a massive, often seemingly impossible project. What do you guys think this means? Because sometimes I feel like, okay, recording a documentary is not that hard. I don't know. In university, I edited 2 documentaries. No shade to the ones who make documentaries. It's a very easy process. So if this is an oftenly seemingly impossible project, I feel like this is a very, very complicated documentary. The insane schedules. I guess they're recording all of that. Yeah, because the documentaries that I worked on, they were very simple compared to this massive project, I can imagine. Interesting. This is the director. Maybe it was because how chaotic they are. It may be. Maybe hard to keep under wraps or a lot of traveling. You are right, because BTS travel a lot and they have worked on so much. They have worked on so much that makes no sense. They worked, they did so much during these months, and nothing has been filtered, filtered? We don't know anything. Usually there's like a couple of some information that is what's the word? Filtered? Filtered is not the word. What's the word? Anyways, you know what I mean. What's the other picture? Oh yeah, the picture. The Comeback Live and the Return documentary. It needs to be a series. Leaked, not thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know why I couldn't think. It's because in Spanish, leaked is filtrado. And it sounds like filtered. So I forget about the word leaked. I meant leaked. So the director of the documentary BTS The Return posted this on his Instagram and he tagged this Machine Filmworks production company. They worked on several Emmy-winning Big Vape, The Rise and Fall of Jewel-nominated Martha Documentaries, and is another production company known for documentaries. Please engage. So yes, like I read before, he tagged here, made in collaboration with Hype and Big Hit Music alongside This Machine and The Future is East. So This Machine worked on Emmy-winning shows. Emmy-winning shows. This is very exciting because this is what I talked about on a video back in 2022 about the Disney documentary. The Disney documentary for the Beatles, for example, it was very well done, and I believe they received like Emmy nominations. They didn't do anything for BTS's documentary, but anyways, this is what I wanted, like Emmy winning producers and directors and all that kind of stuff. And it's finally happening, guys. It's finally happening. Some people have very high expectations. All I know is that we're going to get something that is going to be mainstream. You can see right here. Recent This Machine projects include the documentary series Esports World Cup Level Up. I read here, Carol G, Tomorrow Was Beautiful. That is a documentary that, for example, my mom watched. She likes Carol G. Isuma, King of K-pop. Sure. I even saw the news about that. Elton John, Never Too Late. So many documentaries. Billie Eilish, The Words a Little Blurry. So yeah, this is big, guys. The Machine has worked on a lot of very big documentaries. Interesting. So also I saw an army say that impact is also kind of important with the Emmys and this kind of stuff. So it may seem like as fans we're just repeating the same thing, like, oh, like watch this documentary. But if we actually do it, if you ask your friends or I don't know, recommend this as like something cool, you are creating some kind of pop culture impact. And that may help with BTS's chances, with the chances of this documentary. Maybe, who knows about the Emmys? I don't know. Let's see what happens, okay? Let's see what happens. How well this is promoted, how many people watch it, how well it is received as well. Hopefully it is made the way I want it to be made, like other documentaries. Oh, I was saying like, when I was a kid, I watched the Justin Bieber documentary, even though I had no idea about Justin Bieber, because it's those kind of movies, Or more recently, like the Cat's Eye documentary was trending on Netflix for a long time. So even if you don't like Cat's Eye, you know that they have a documentary on Netflix. Like that's their thing. They have a Netflix documentary. So yeah, let's let's not ignore this documentary. That's what I'm trying to say. Pay a lot of attention to it. Promote, promote, promote. Recommend to your friends. Recommend to YouTubers. Um, so yeah, let's see. Let's see how it goes. And Junior, I have not because there's nothing to talk about. Just that BTS is blessed. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you. BTS returns with their first concert in 3 years, streaming live on Netflix. So this is the Tudum article. I love that they have that is called Tudum. Tudum. Make it bigger. Okay. BTS returns with their first concert in 3 years, streaming live on Netflix. It's time to dust off that light stick. BTS is officially back for the first time in 3 years and 9 months, and who's counting? The Septet is making their highly anticipated return to the stage to perform live globally on Netflix, included in all plans. Audiences and fans will see RM, Jin, Suga, J-Hope, Jimin, V, and Jungkook take back the stage as a unit for a concert in Seoul's History Wanhamun Square. They'll share the first live performances of songs of their upcoming fifth studio album, Arirang, among others. Oh, among others. So, which other songs are they going to perform? Interesting. I say Run BTS. If they perform Idol again, listen, I love Idol. It's just that they always perform Idol and they have not performed Run BTS enough. They only performed Run BTS on the Busan concert. And that was basically it. So please, Run BTS is one of my favorites. And all I could watch was the dance practice and the Busan concert. That was it. That was it. I want Yet to Come, and so what? We may get Yet to Come because it may be part of this entire like a storyline. So we may get that. The long-awaited record will be released on March 20th, the day before the concert. And because we'll definitely need something to stave off the post-concert sats, BTS The Return, a BTS documentary film showcasing the making of Arirang, arrives on Netflix on March 27th. Guess we have no choice but to take the week off. Oh, and by the way, the live stream, the live show is going to be so early for me. It's going to be so early, like at 6 a.m. And I know for some people, 6 a.m. is not like that early, but I don't wake up at the time, okay? I wake up after that. Here's everything to know about BTS The Comeback Live Arirang, as well as the forthcoming BTS documentary. Denise, thank you so much. What do you say? Boys with Fun, Pied Piper, Paradise. Those are interesting choices. And those are like old. I know some people may say Pied Piper and Paradise are not old. Guys, it's been like 10 years. Well, not 10 years. Like 8 years, 9 years. But those are old in a way. I feel like they may perform. You know what? I feel like they may perform No More Dream. Can you imagine BTS performing No More Dream after so long on this Netflix documentary? Not Netflix documentary, Netflix live show. Oh, Netflix linked them. Yes, I saw that as well, but they also put like a caption. I'm going to read it in a second. I think it's here. When is BTS The Comeback Live Arirang concert streaming on Netflix? March 21st. What time is the BTS live concert? 8 p.m. KST. That's 7 a.m. Eastern time. For me, it's like 6, 7, around that time in the morning. Following the live concert, the band will embark on the Arirang World Tour, which will span 34 regions and feature 82 songs across the globe. The concert will be streamed live on Netflix from Wanhwamun, the main gate of the historic Gyeongbokgung Palace in Seoul. Um, how can I watch the How can I watch the BTS live concert on Netflix? Check back for more detailed information on how to watch the live stream on Netflix. So there's no information about that yet, but if you search for BTS on Netflix, you get both. You get the documentary and the live show to set reminders. It's important that you do that as well. I will show in a second how you can do that. Why did BTS go on hiatus? Well, BTS hiatus was driven by South Korea's mandatory military service requirements. In December 2022, the BTS members put their wildly successful careers on hold as each enlisted for up to 18 months of mandatory military service. As some members left for enlistment, others released various solo work in their own time. Jen and J-Hope were discharged in 2024, and RM, Jimin, V, and Jungkook were discharged in early June 2025. Suga was the last member to be discharged on June 21st, 2025. How do you get tickets to the BTS live concert? Check back with Tudum for more information about tickets in the upcoming weeks. In the coming weeks. Interesting. Why? I guess they will link back to Weavers because I think for the live concert um it's going to be a free live concert, and I feel like you would just be able to go to the concert through Weavers, right? Like that would make sense. I feel like Netflix is just showcasing it. What's the BTS live concert set list? Okay, this is what we get. For now, it's a surprise, but that doesn't mean we're not manifesting. And here we have we're not manifesting. When you click we get, wait a second. When you click, so they wrote, we are not manifesting. When you click on the first we get boys with fun. See? So the first one is boys with fun, they're saying. The second one in not, let's see, not. And then manifesting. This appears in not. Paradise. And then in manifesting, Pied Piper appears. So this is why so many armies believe that they are going to perform Boys with Fun, Paradise, and Pied Piper. Now, in my opinion, Boys with Fun makes so much sense because it starts like this. So they sing, we are, they don't say Bangtan Sonyeondan, but they say something similar. So I don't know. I feel like it's a good introduction. Doesn't it? Isn't it? Top tier taste of the writer. I know. But this is from Netflix. Like this is Netflix to them is BTS. I'm sorry, it's Netflix. Netflix official articles. So, do you guys think this is a manifestation of the author? Or do you guys think this is some kind of spoiler? I'm going to say this. I feel like this is manifestation of the author. Don't I don't think, unfortunately, that they are going to perform these songs because I love these songs. I just don't see them performing Pied Piper and Boys with Fun. I don't know why. I feel like Paradise maybe, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Where are you getting this info? This information is from Netflix Tudum. This is Netflix official article news site. So these are the 3 songs that they linked. What's the BTS live concert set list? For now, it's a surprise, but that doesn't mean we're not manifesting. So, messing up the manifestation. Listen, don't worry, because whenever I predict something, the complete opposite happens. But actually, more recently, my predictions have become true. I'm right more recently. So, I don't know. Paradise and Louder Than Bombs. Oh my goodness. People are still with Louder Than Bombs. I get it. Louder Than Bombs is that magical of a song. I can't see Boys with Fun. That's what I'm saying. I don't see this BTS performing Boys with Fun. I feel like this is just a manifestation of the author, but maybe it is a spoiler. Maybe they are going to perform these songs. It will still be very, very fun. Bora, don't be right about this one, please. Okay. I will levitate if they do Louder Than Bombs. The BTS members know that that we've wanted Louder Than Bombs for a long time, and they still don't perform it. So I don't know. Hopefully, it is a beautiful, beautiful song. It's one of my favorites, definitely. Okay, here's what the documentary is going to be about. From acclaimed director Bao Guyen, The Stringer, The Greatest Night in Pop, and renowned producers This Machine, Martha Carol G, and Hype comes BTS The Return. The feature length documentary serves as a companion to the live concert and chronicles the long awaited return of BTS and the making of their fifth studio album, Arirang. The film offers rare behind the scenes access as the group comes back together and charts an unprecedented path forward together as they are after a nearly 4-year hiatus. Since their debut in 2013, BTS has reached extraordinary levels of success and built ARMY, a fanbase that has taken on everything from philanthropic work to politics, and it's more organized than the actual military. Sure. After completing their mandatory military service, the 7 members meet up in Los Angeles to make music together. They return to a shared creative space after being shaped by time apart and personal change. For their next chapter, they reflect on their whirlwind past as they contemplate what the future of BTS will look and sound like. I'm interested to see all of those conversations because I feel like we will get those. The conversations of the BTS members about what they want their sound to be. We may get that on the documentary. BTS The Return offers an intimate look at the performers as they work through doubt and share in moments of laughter and rediscovery. BTS contemplates how to begin again, how to honor the past without being bound by it, and how to redefine an ever-evolving identity as the bandmates grow as artists and global icons. Interesting. They also have this section. They ended the article with a section called Who is BTS? And they responded, just kidding. And the Dope music video. See, to me, Dope would make more sense for them to perform because the song starts with what is it? Namjoon says, do you know about BTS yet? Something like that. No. What does he say? I forgot. First time with BTS. There you go. First time with BTS. That song would make more sense than the other 3 songs. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong. I'm almost always wrong, but that's because I speak a lot, okay? A lot of my predictions have been right recently, so don't make fun of me. I'm not always wrong, okay? Thank you. So yeah, this is an official article from Netflix. So interesting, very, very exciting. I find it so interesting. As you can see right here, this is Netflix official account, 25 million followers on Twitter. And they already changed everything to BTS. The header is Well, Netflix BTS, and under description it says BTS right here, which is crazy because we still have like a lot of weeks before this happens. And right now they're supposed to be promoting Bridgerton. They said F Bridgerton, like we are the place where BTS special concert and documentary are going to happen. So it's crazy. Bridgerton just started. Love the commitment. I know. It is so huge. It is. They changed everything. And Netflix has already changed their header and bio to BTS with 46 days left to their Netflix livestream performance and 52 days left to their Arirang documentary. Once again, there's still like a lot of time. In terms of Netflix releases, there are other Netflix original shows that they could be promoting and that they probably should be promoting, but they say no, like BTS is more important, like this is bigger. And I agree. I agree. That's called impact, aura. I know it is. Because just so you have an idea, Bridgerton is huge. A lot of people watch Bridgerton, and I saw like so much promotion for Bridgerton, and Bridgerton just started. They don't care. They said it doesn't matter. We are 52 days away from the documentary. We're promoting this. We don't care. We're going to change everything. Soon we'll be getting teasers. I'm so excited. I'm so, so, so excited. Look at all of these posts. These are from different Netflix accounts from different countries. And this is awesome because I didn't see this at all with Disney. I'm so sorry, but that is just the truth. I expected this level of promotions for the Disney documentary. We didn't get it, but we are getting it with Netflix. Look at all of these countries. It's not just Korea, it's Japan, the Philippines. There's also Latin America, France, Brazil. What else? Portugal, Indonesia. Look at all of this. And these are just the ones that I was able to find in my timeline and take screenshots, because I'm sure there are more. Netflix is available in 190 countries or something like that. And Netflix is big. A lot of people watch Netflix. A lot of people have Netflix accounts. And by the way, if you don't have a Netflix account, consider creating a new account and opening like a new account so you get a free trial to see at least the live concert. You have to be there for the live concert, guys. Everyone has to be there for the live concert, watching the live concert live. It doesn't matter what time it is. Y es lo mínimo que el regreso de BTS merece. Exactly. And this is the minimum of this is the minimum what the BTS comeback deserves. I want everyone right now to, if you have, of course, a Netflix account, you have to set a reminder. You have to. All you need to do is open the Netflix app and search BTS, and then it will appear BTS The Return and BTS The Comeback Live Arirang. And then when you click on them, let me see if my account appears or not, because I don't want to share that. Let me open one, for example. You don't need the link. You just open your Netflix account and click on set a reminder. Okay, here it doesn't show. Yeah, it doesn't show. But anyways, just do it. Remember to set a reminder. I'm so confused with Bridgerton's choices of songs because House of Cards, the entire Wings album, and Black Swan is right there. So I explained this in one of my videos. I actually agree with their decision because the thing with Bridgerton is not about choosing the best songs for their soundtrack. Um, is to choose mainstream songs. And the songs that you're mentioning, they are amazing and they would be awesome, but they are not mainstream like Dynamite is. So yeah, that's my opinion. Yes, and Black Swan is a perfect instrumental, but Black Swan is not a number one on the whole 100. Black Swan didn't get the impact that Dynamite had. So I agree with their decision actually. Okay. So these are the highest virtual viewerships on Netflix live stream events. Number one, Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. That was like their fight. And I'm going to tell you guys how big this was if you have no idea what this is. I didn't know this was happening, but that day I went to a sports bar just to eat with friends. Every single television was playing this game. And yes, it's from Netflix, but every single TV was playing this. And it was crazy. I understand why this is number one. But yeah, this is number one and it has like 108 million views. The expectation, the numbers that some people are saying is that BTS are going to get around half of that, like 50 million. So maybe around number three. Number two is 78 million. Number three is 41 million. Number four, 33 million. Number five, 27.5 million. I'm not sure. I feel like we cannot set a goal right now. We don't really know. I feel like it would be just inventing a number. Um but let's just take into consideration that these are the numbers and let's hopefully get BTS into the top 5. I feel like we can make it on to the top 5. The thing is number 1. Number 1 is 108 million, guys. 50 million is still a lot. Let's go with that. Yes, it is still a lot. So top 5, we can make it to the top 5. And to do that, you have to watch the show live. I believe it's going to be available. It's not that you watch it live and that disappears. I believe it's going to be available after. For how long? I don't know. I don't know. Does anyone know if there's an article, any kind of like official information about that? Or do we have no information about that yet? I read that it's going to be available after, but I don't know for how long. Or if forever. I'm not sure. For replay, exactly. I also wanted to share this. BTS's Netflix documentary and live show announcement was absolutely everywhere. I'm not even sharing all of the articles from Billboard, Variety, the Rolling Stone, like every single magazine out there has been posting about this, has been reporting about this. It's too much. I decided to not include all of them, but there is a lot of articles about this. And here's Naomi Osaka, for example. She's a tennis player. She was named number one women's tennis player and first Asian act to hold the title. She is a BTS fan and she met Yoongi back when Yoongi went to one of those basketball NBA games. So that was exciting. And she responded, OMG. Also, this is from Meg. I don't know if Meg's in the chat. This is also interesting to me. MLB TikTok account is camped on every Bangtan post I see. I also saw the exact same thing. Something is coming. And it is true. Like in every single thing about BTS on BTS's comeback, maybe it's about Arirang, maybe it's about the tour, maybe it's about the Netflix special and the documentary. MLB is there. Um, do you guys think they're just promoting MLB because Taeyeon did like what is it, first pitch or whatever? I don't know anything about tennis. All I know about this is not tennis. This is baseball. All I know about baseball is Taeyeon going to that game and doing the celebrity thing, first pitch or something like that. J-Hope also, but that was in Korea, I remember. And Taeyeon was in LA. It's about BTS coming to my house. That's crazy. All I hope for is that BTS doesn't do the first pitch as a group, because I saw a K-pop group, and you know how K-pop groups are. Like there are like a million members. I saw a K-pop group that did the first pitch, and they all did it at the same time, and it was the funniest thing ever. Like, I'm so sorry. No shade. It was just a funny. It was a funny thing to look at, because all of these the K-pop idols, all from this group, like they were throwing the ball, and it was insanity because you saw balls everywhere. And it looked kind of funny. So, love MLB. Please don't make BTS do the same. Like the seven of them at the same time. I would laugh so hard. Like, I'm so sorry. Why would they do it at the same time? I don't know, but it looked so goofy. Okay. I just remembering that. Oh, they could have done it one at a time. I guess that wouldn't make it like the first pitch. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anything. They can do it holding hands. That would be funny. BTS did it before and they chose JK to do it. Jungkook did it like in 2016, I believe. Then J-Hope did it in 2025, 4, 2025. And then Taeyeon did it also more recently. But it was just them, like one person. But the seven of them at the same time, that would be hilarious to me. Okay, guys, so that is all for the Netflix news. We're going to continue. First pitch at the Dodgers game. Exactly. You were Miss Dodgers 1965. What does that mean? That sounds awesome. That's fun. Okay. Save Me surpassed 800 million views on YouTube. They posted it on YouTube. Bangtan TV. Save Me hits 800 million views on YouTube. Please continue streaming. Continue watching the music video Save Me on YouTube. And Dope. What are the music videos that are close to 1 billion? It's Dope, Save Me, Fire, Permission to Dance is also on that list. And yeah, stream all of those music videos, the ones that are close to 1 billion. And also please remember to get an Apple Music account for BTS's comeback. No, you don't need to have an iPhone to get an Apple Music account. if you have an Android phone, you can get an Apple Music account. Apple Music is offering 3 months, offering a 3 months free trial. Please activate it for BTS's comeback. Here are the rules to get it. Redeem the offer until 24th of February 2026. Only new subscribers for individual or family plans are eligible. If you already have a subscription, you won't qualify. This is just for new users. It's 3 months for new users. 3 months free if you redeem the offer on iPhone, iPad, Mac, Apple Vision Pro, or Android phone. See Android. If you're a new subscriber but don't use one of those devices, you only get 1 month free. You know what? 1 month is better than no month. So please check these 3 months free limited time offer. But it's very important. The message is very loud. BTS has prioritized the promotions for Apple Music over Spotify. Spotify is also important, but a lot of armies don't have Apple Music. And BTS is saying again and again and again, please get Apple Music and stream BTS's Arirang on Apple Music. So let's do it. Oh, you held the bat. That's what that means. That's cool. I didn't know that was a thing. Here's a very quick guide on how to make an Apple Music account for Android users. Go to the Play Store and download the app. Super easy. Open the app and tap Create an Apple account. Create an Apple account. Fill the requirements and make sure to choose your country or region that matches your Google Play account, or your subscription will get canceled. Verify your email. You get a verification code to your email. Enter the code to continue. You can get either 3 months or a month for free and add payment method. You won't be charged immediately if you have a free trial. Then choose your Apple Music plan, individual, student, or family. And if you're planning to apply to the free trial and can't pay for Apple Music subscription for a long time, it's better you wait just before the comeback to use your free trial so you can use it to stream the album for as long as possible. So yeah, have this information available. This is Army on AM on Twitter, guys. Army on AM. The instructions, if you have an Android phone and if you're an Android user, you can get Apple Music. And as you can see, it's only a couple of steps. It's very, very easy. But if you're going to get the free trial, do it right before the comeback. So you get those 3 months with the album. Okay. So do you guys see the BTS members are finally posting a lot on Instagram and Weverse? It looks like they are busy, but now they are not silent. Before they were completely silent. Right at the beginning of the year, they were not posting anything, not a single picture, not a single photo. But now they're back at posting. Here's RM. He wrote start. Start. It's a CCC tech. Looks like he's training. See his hair. It looks blonde. Looks like blonde hair. But that's kind of how he had his hair. It was not blonde, but it was kind of like, it was not black. It was a light color. Let's see what their hairstyles are going to be. I'm so glad Bora knows every language in the world. You're welcome. It's very important for me to know every language, so you guys can understand. I need to translate for you. He also shared, of course, BTS Netflix posts, and he also shared this picture that says, "After 4 years, BTS is back in business. Let's go." It's so exciting because now they're finally like the comeback is basically here. We're basically 1 month away, a little bit more, but it's so exciting. So yeah, BTS is back in business. Yoongi, we got Yoongi updates. Like finally. So excited. Yoongi posted again these beautiful pictures. I love his hairstyle. What is this for? Because he has, it looks like, maybe I'm wrong, but it looks like he has makeup on and he has like an outfit. Do you guys think this is for promotions or something? Feels like old. It feels like, right? It feels like the D-Day era. But at the same time, it may be new. It may be new. So I don't know. We'll see. Entirely Teresa, thank you so much. We're so close. We are. We are. BMADTRAJ 1313. Thank you so much. Oh wow, thank you. This on you for all you do. For all you do. Thank you so much. That's very nice of you. Thank you. Hopefully everyone liked the video that I made. I'm going, if we have time, I'm going to talk about my video in detail because I have so much to talk about that video. I went through a lot making that video. So hopefully you guys like it. I'm already receiving hate comments, so but that's part of being on YouTube. Like that is just going to happen. So yeah, what do you guys think? Is this a new, these are new pictures or old pictures? I want to believe these are new pictures, even though it looks like from the D-Day era. But it's just Yoongi, you know. Yoongi doesn't age. He looks the same as his debut year. Like it's crazy. New. I also think they're new. And next we have J-Hope. J-Hope also posted the Netflix documentary on his stories. And he posted all of these pictures as well. Here you can see his cute knee tattoos. They look so young, it's crazy. My parents cannot believe that the majority of them are like over 30. They think no, like these look like teenagers. Oh, the little smirk. So Jimin is blonde, we know that. Is that Jungkook and who else? Taeyeon probably? I cannot see very well here. I was surprised by this because I've never seen a carrot like this. It looks fake. Louis Vuitton. More dance practice. I wonder who this is. If there's a rabbit there, like a bunny there, is that Jungkook? And if he is, why is his face covered? Oh, it's a carrot cake or like a sushi carrot, not a real carrot. It's shaped as a carrot. That would make sense because that doesn't look like a carrot. It looks different. Marzipan, that is, I'm sorry, but that is disgusting. I hate that so much. Once I tried one and I was literally like, I couldn't do it. I'm so sorry. I know a lot of people like marzipan, but I cannot do it. It was too disgusting for me. Choreographer. Mm. I know this guy. I've seen him in other BTS dance videos. I've seen this guy. Yeah, I don't know what I'm looking at, but I know like this some of these are BTS members, dance people, dance directors maybe, dance background dancers, I don't know. And we get this beautiful picture of Taeyeon and Jungkook with J-Hope's clothing brand. What was this called? Hope. Wait, I can remember. Hope. My sister is 1 second. My sister is telling me, please, it's urgent. Can I borrow 30? I'm in the middle of a live stream. This is crazy. But if she says it's urgent, I'm so sorry, guys. I need to do a transfer. My sister is saying, okay, 1 second. Transfer 30. So sorry, guys. She says it's urgent. So, oh, come on. Give it to her. Sister things. I know. Like, I told her I'm live. But if she's not responding, then 30. Just 1 second. Okay. Gracias. She told me thank you. Okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Taeyong and Jungkook. Human Made. That's it. Human Made J Hope's collaboration with this Japanese brand, beautiful clothes. And they are both wearing it and they're holding hands. Look at that. So so cute. Also, I love Jungkook's hat. I love this so so much. Actually, I had a phase some years ago. Well, kind of like 5 years ago, I had a phase where I would wear like hats. Now I'm not a hat person. I don't wear hats, but I don't know. I miss them. Here's J Hope again. 75 days for J Hope. Made my once. I don't made only once. Okay, cute. Video game. And look, it's Mickey. Oh, Mickey, no. Look at him. Pobrecito. With the mung. So, so cute. With the mung blanket. Look at the little doggy. I love dogs. I want to hug him. Yes, me too. La verdad que se ve banca Mickey. Oh my goodness. Oh. Jacob's side profile is genuinely the best profile I ever seen in my life from anyone ever. It's cute. So those are all the pictures that Jacob shared on Instagram. And I wanted to share this because I love that Jacob is always on TikTok liking Army's videos. Last time I shared that he liked this video. My raw reaction of getting BTS tickets. And is this Army being told by her parents that she's going to the BTS concert? And Jacob liked this video. It's so, so cute. And then more recently, this video was posted. It's a mother telling her daughter that she's going to the BTS concert, and Jacob also liked this video.
Do you reckon I got them?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna go see them?
Yeah.
Yeah. You excited?
Yeah, when?
In July.
Baby Army, literally. Yes, I'm guessing she's definitely younger than BTS. Like, than BTS have been a group, which is crazy. We literally got baby armies. A little baby army. Yeah, those are the last couple of TikTok videos that J-Hope liked. I find this so, so cute. Hopefully, they see more of these because I've seen a lot on my TikTok For You page. It's very adorable. BTS is a teenager now. You know what? You are right. That's crazy. BTS is a teenager. We also got, I mentioned last time that, that there's this new fragrance, new Lador fragrance inspired by Jimin. And here we have the promotion pictures, and we also get a video. Lador, it says. Wow. His face. So, so pretty. Little bubbles.
찾아온다.
Wait, what did he say?
행복이 찾아온다. 아도르.
Lador. Beautiful. DNG, thank you so much. Hope is gonna stop attacking my eyes. I'm drawing a line in the sand. Lol. He needs to invite me on stage as his only wife in Arlington, Texas. DNG. You know what? I love that for you. I hope you're going to be on stage. Totally. It's not delusional at all. I totally support you. You're going to Arlington, Texas. I think I think you mentioned that last time. Love it. Sage Bird, thank you so, so much for that sticker. Let's celebrate their 5th super on a live stream. This is your your 5th super. Thank you so much always for the support. Both of you guys, Dangy and Sage Bird. I will love that for you. I read a comment that said that this is a hair fragrance. Is that true? It's not just a fragrance, but I've only I've only read that this is going to be a fragrance, but I don't know if hair fragrance. We also get billboards. Look at this. Jimin inspired fragrance, Angel Muget, now displaying at Times Square. Cute. That's fun. Oh, it is for hair. Interesting. I will try to get it. It's just that like I mentioned with my rosacea, sometimes I'm too sensitive to perfumes and things on the face and my scalp. But you know what? I don't care. It's BTS. It's BTS Army. You don't understand and you will never understand. Have you guys seen that video? I find it hilarious. My sister and I quote it all the time. You don't understand. It's BTS. It's BTS Army. You don't understand and you will never understand. Love that meme. I know. That's my sister and I say it all the time. Whenever we say you don't understand, we always continue. It's my favorite. My mom sent it to me about spending money on tickets. It's just that nobody will ever understand us. It's BTS. We also have more promotions for V promotions for Youth and Compost Coffee.
生ビタミン C を閉じ込めた濃密美容液で速攻美白
Oh. Wait.
ユンス、君の肌に
Yoons. Look how beautiful he looks. Also, on the video that I made, the BTS Rewind, I had to choose from these 1 million commercials. For example, V for Youth. He did like 1 million commercials, and I had to choose only one to make it part of the video in like 1 second or probably less than 1 second. It was a crazy process that if we have time, I'm going to explain after I finish with these updates. We're about to be done, so I'll probably do it. I think we have time. Here we have Taeyeon for Compost Coffee. Very, very cute. New photo. Oh, this is for the Compost Coffee app. I didn't know Compost Coffee had an app. I'm sorry. But yeah, interesting. Also, Taeyeon posted on his Instagram stories. So Namjoon is at the gym. Taeyeon is at the gym. I'm pretty sure Jungkook is continuing. Jungkook continues working out. My question is about the other members. It's crazy to me that they already work out so much because of the dance rehearsals, and they say, actually, this is not enough. I'm going to go out of my way and do even more exercise. And that to me is absolutely crazy because I have to admit, I am a very sedentary person. Is that the word? I don't do exercise. I don't go to the gym. I explained it a million times, but I was not like this, okay? I went through a trauma. So this is not my fault, okay? It's my basketball coach's fault. But anyways, I already explained that entire situation. I don't even know if you guys remember or if you care. But I understand maybe going to the gym. My sister goes to the gym, for example. But going to the gym and having dance rehearsals, like doing all of that extra stuff, to me is just crazy. Just go for walks. It's just that I don't like walking. I know it's bad for me, but you know what? I should walk. I have a walking machine. So I should walk. Oh, you know what? I should just go outside and walk with nature. Just that I don't like walking. I don't like it. Walk for BTS. That should be a challenge for me. It's my basketball coach's fault. What happened? I've explained the story very in detail, like a long time ago, but very quickly. I was part of the basketball team in my school, but I was the worst one. I was good enough to be part of the team, but not good enough to be like on like with the other people. So I was last. And all the exercises, all the exercises were like in pairs. So the best one and the second best one were like a team. And then the third one and the fourth best one were another team. But I was last and the number was like not even odd, the opposite of odd. So I had to play with a coach. And the coach was so aggressive with me and I hated it so much. But then the last straw was when the coach threw the basketball in my face and he broke my glasses. And I was 13 years old. And that was a deep I know it sounds ridiculous, but that was like heavy trauma for me. I quit every sport because I used to play basketball and volleyball. And I hated that experience so much. I felt so dumb being part of that team that I quit everything. And since then I haven't done any exercise. I think I've run a little, but yeah, no. I kind of wish I kind of miss like playing volleyball because that was more my thing than basketball. I think he did it on purpose, definitely. And you know why? Because I'm sorry, this is just trauma dumping. This basketball coach was not even a real coach. He wasn't alumni. Like he was I remember when I was younger and he was like on the actual school. He was a student. And then he graduated. I don't know what he did. And then he returned as a coach, as a basketball coach. And since it's a student coming back, it's like, oh, like the cool kids, and it's like the basketball team, and this is like this special club or whatever, and everyone is cool. And I'm like, I felt like maybe I was too young. I was not cool enough. And yeah, he wanted me out. So he was very hard on me and he threw the ball in my face and he broke my glasses. And I hated him ever since then. I don't even know why the principal made this guy return like as a coach. What are your qualifications? That's my question. What are your qualifications to be a basketball coach? That you're good at basketball? That's not enough. Have you worked with kids? Have you worked with 13-year-olds? Also, why am I in the same team as a 16-year-old? You know, I'm 13. Why am I here with 16-year-olds? Why am I here with 17-year-olds? Anyways, I'm sorry. That is just my trauma, my personal trauma, why I don't do exercise. And whenever I see BTS like exercising, like going to the gym, my sister also goes to the gym. I just don't get it. Like my mind cannot understand how you can do dance rehearsal. And aside from that, they say, no, I like it so much that I'm going to do more exercise. To me, it's just crazy. Wait a second. What is this? 34:45. Interesting. So Taeyong is doing exercising. I get it, Bora, and them screaming at you like it works to get kids motivated is ridiculous. And you know what? His stupid basketball team didn't work. My school was extremely small. We didn't have anything. So having the basketball team was like this entire thing because we could compete against other schools, which may seem normal for some schools, but for our school, it was not. But then the basketball program failed, so in the end, I win. Thank you. Taeyong posted on his Instagram stories, I managed to run for 1 hour and 20 minutes. I feel like Taeyong knows he's good looking, so he just records these videos, and I totally appreciate it. You know, because he's not doing anything here. Do you guys remember when Jungkook was eating an apple, and that had like millions and millions of views? It had like a 1 million likes or something on Twitter, and the general public, like the locals on Twitter, were like, "This is so ridiculous. Why are so many people liking Jungkook eating an apple?" And it's like, because he is that guy, you know, like Jungkook is Jungkook. The same happens here. Taeyong just knows, you know. It's just is he doing anything? No, he's not doing anything. But that is good enough. His presence. And we love that. And we ask for more. And we appreciate it. How will you feel about an in-home exercise machine like a treadmill or cycling? I have a treadmill, and I think I can run from time to time. I'm going to use the treadmill more. I've used it a couple of times. I put Law and Order, and I watch and I run. That's what I do. I love Law and Order. Here's Taeyeon on his exhibition V-Type. This exhibition was absolutely beautiful. It's my favorite so far. And this is what we talked about last time. An army was unfortunately not paying attention, so she didn't notice that Taeyeon was behind her, and Taeyeon pointed it out. Taeyeon posted this picture. Oops, not that. Taeyeon posted this picture and wrote, behind me, behind me. So Taeyeon did know that armies were there, but armies were not paying attention. But you know what? I'm afraid that I would go through the same thing. Because when you go to a Taeyeon exhibition, you know, it's like a photo exhibition. I would be so concentrated on the pictures, and these are beautiful, beautiful pictures. So I will be absolutely concentrated on the pictures. I'm afraid I would not be paying attention to any man over there walking around. So that would be me. Unfortunately, I would also not notice. Azorella, thank you so much. Yoongi stopped playing basketball too, and you know what? That is true. But Yoongi does do exercise. I'll probably go back to volleyball. I really like that. That was fun. I wouldn't expect to see BTS. I would be too concentrated on the exhibition. This exhibition was very, very beautiful. And finally, Jungkook posted this song, Running Up That Hill. And I like the song. It's from the Stranger Things. I mean, it's not from Stranger Things. It appears in Stranger Things, but you know what I mean. So yeah, very, very cool. And that is all I have for you guys today. Please feel free to leave. You don't have to listen to me talk about my process of this video, but I will talk now about how I made my BTS Chapter 2 rewind if you're interested. Okay, so here we have my video. Have you guys watched it? Please watch it. It took me so long. Okay. The video is called BTS Chapter 2 Rewind, the quote unquote hiatus era. Actually, at first it was called BTS Chapter 2 Rewind, the solo era. But I decided to change it to hiatus era between, air quotes, because it reflects, I think, a little bit more of what the video is. This was a hiatus technically, but for us, for the ones who stayed, it was not. There was so much content and we were entertained all these years. Anyum, oh my goodness, Anyum Beach, thank you so much. Wow. Thank you so, so much, for real. It makes it all worth it because I spent so much time making this video. Bora, your BTS Chapter 2 Rewind, the hiatus era video was spectacular. So much happened during Chapter 2 and you succinctly cataloged it for future armies. Thank you so, so much. It really means a lot. On Friday, when I decided to cancel the live stream, it was a last minute decision because the day before, on Thursday, I was working so hard on finishing this video. And then I realized that I was not going to make it. And I really wanted to release it either the last day of January or the first day of February. I felt like I wanted to release it. The idea was to release it on New Year's, but it was impossible. I started working on this video in November, and it took me so long to gather all of the videos. I'm not even joking. I went through around 5,000 links, and I know it's 5,000 because shout out BTS Context Index on Twitter. It's an amazing, actually, let me show it. It's an amazing account. Twitter. It's an amazing account. BTS Content Index. And they have a big, here's this Google Doc spreadsheet. Guys, they have absolutely everything and there's like almost 6,000 links. I went through every single one of them to check if I which links I was going to include. And I downloaded so many videos. And that was one thing. The other thing was about the music because I wanted to do it some kind of like, it's kind of YouTube rewinds that have music and some voices here and there. Can you drop the link for the index account? Let me see. Here's the account. Index_BTS. So yeah, it took me so long to collect all the videos. That was one thing. First, it was just collecting the videos. After collecting the videos, I had to create some kind of a storyline. You know what I mean? Let's see.
We believe that this awards opens the beginning of our new chapter. And
I definitely knew that I wanted to start with that clip because it talks about, like, they mentioned this new chapter and it was so heartbreaking because what was this new chapter going to be about? Basically, BTS going to the military and doing things on their own. So no group activities. And then I included some quotes here and there from the from the Proof Live and from this Festa dinner.
그와 함께 해준 팬분들한테 되게 감사하다는 인사를 드리고 싶고 가장 먼저
The biggest boy band in the world is joining the military.
So that's from the news. And actually, fun fact, this beginning part, which is 1 minute, I made this last because I wanted to have all of the parts. And I definitely knew that I wanted to do one chapter for each member. And I wanted to give it like a sound to each member that represented their era. I didn't do this for 2024 and 2025 because those were special occasions. And I felt like I wanted to have 2024 and 2025 on their own, and just one chapter for each member, especially during the 2022-2023 era. But yeah, 2024 it's its own chapter, 2025 is its own chapter, and I went through so many songs on the YouTube library songs. Those are free. So I didn't want to mess with copyright and all of that, because I also tried doing, like, let's say for example, do you know how this part, let's see the beginning of Arson.
호병이 나한테 얘기해줬었던 게 있는데, 그냥 진짜 이번에 그냥 개인으로 다 활동을 하던 뭘 하던 활동을 하고 다시 단체로 모였을 때는 그 시너지는 남들과 다를 것이다.
I'm Charlie. I'm Jungkook, and we are making a music video.
There's a lot more tennis to be played in South Korea.
So every single little thing, like for example, this room. That room, every tiny, like every little sound is a sound that I search for and I download it. Another thing, do you see how, for example, here Charlie Puth talks?
I'm Charlie. I'm Jungkook.
So in a lot of these clips, there's music in the background. So for example, they are talking right now. They're saying, I'm Jungkook, I'm Charlie, I'm Jungkook, and we're making a music video. Usually in these behind the scenes, they have the instrumental of left and right in the background. So I had to select each clip, remove the background music, isolate their voices, and then export that and have like that specific audio. And it was such, like, I had to collect a bunch of clips with just background music and then delete the music from all of them. It was so, it took me so long. It was ridiculous how long it took me. Another thing was the music. So let's see the music. I had also to find the moments of the music. I had to study the music, memorize the music, because this music is not BTS music. These are not BTS instrumentals. These are instrumentals from the free YouTube library that I found. I searched through so many of them to think in my mind, which of these instrumentals can sound with not just the main song of the BTS member, but also other songs from this era as well. So this is hard because, for example, on this part, which is J-Hope's part. On J-Hope's section, we have left and right. And left and right sounds nothing like Arson or More. It sounds nothing like it. And I had to find a way to mix them somehow into that instrumental. It was crazy. It took me, some of these instrumentals took me days. The easiest section for me to mix the music was definitely Jimin's section. But anyways, for example, this is what I mean. Oh, this one, this part.
스페셜 별밤 줄게.
So, of course, all of those done, like those ad-libs, those vocals, those were pretty easy because I just had to download the isolated vocals, the a cappella versions of each song. But then I had to link them to this instrumental that is not a BTS instrumental. This is a random instrumental that I found. And then I had to do the same for all of the other songs. The Lollapalooza part was hard as well.
Let me get on the album.
Sugar, here you go, my man. Thank you for coming, man.
So, do you see how many songs were there in that Lollapalooza section? Like I had to I had to download the vocals for each of those and then somehow made it like one big song. I think I didn't the best job that I did in my opinion was with the instrumental for Jimin's section. That I love that part so much. Do you guys remember that some time ago I kept saying that, oh, like I'm listening to a lot of electro. No, was it electro? When Namjoon wore that hat that said, "This genre is my boyfriend." Do you guys remember that? It was because I was listening to this Jimin section. Oh, and by the way, I saw a comment that said, "You didn't give enough attention to J-Hope." It is like J-Hope has the longest section for a member. Sometimes it was impossible for me. I tried making it like as equal as possible. Sometimes it's just not equal as much as I want it to be. And also, of course, I'm going to pay a lot more attention to J-Hope during his section than J-Hope during 2025. It's just not possible. Like I had to make like this video would be 40 minutes and I didn't want to make like a 40-minute video. And I had to prioritize some things over the others. In the case of J-Hope, I decided to prioritize Lollapalooza because it was a big, big moment. But unfortunately, that made me not focus on... I think she wanted, like this commenter wanted more attention to Hope on the Street Volume 1. And it's like, I'm sorry, but there's no time. There's no time. And I already have an entire section for J-Hope. I cannot focus like that on 2024. It's this kind of like little details, that I had to choose, take decisions. Techno. So yeah, I was listening to those kind of instrumentals, like techno instrumentals, like electro pop instrumentals for a long time to find Jimin's song. So yeah, that is J-Hope's part. Then we have RM's part.
Searching for answers to who I am. BTS is holding a free concert on Saturday evening. People from all over the world are gathered in Busan as we speak. Yes, See you at the opening. We are the dreamers. 'Cause we can see it.
That part, for example, mixing Dreamers with an Indigo instrumental. It was so hard. And I know now that I watch it, I'm like, this is nothing. Like you just put the voices there and whatever. It's not. Listen, I'm not a DJ. I don't know a lot about music. I feel like I have a good musical ear. My brother is some kind of like DJ. He knows that kind of stuff. But I do things on my own. I did this all by myself. I don't know how to mix music. I don't know anything about BPM. I don't know. I just do whatever. By the way, the program, somebody asked, the program that I use is exclusively DaVinci Resolve. It's a free program to edit. And it works for me. That's the one that I use. And it's super easy. But anyways, some of these instrumentals, for example, like here, Indigo section, you can mix the astronaut on an Indigo instrumental. But Dreamers with an Indigo instrumental was very, very hard for me to do. And to find kind of like a good moment of the song. Sometimes it just didn't work at all. So I had to add ad-libs and stuff like that. It was very complicated.
Decided to announce the release of my new solo album, Indigo.
The moment of independent phase.
That's the other thing. I hate this part, but it's the best that I could do. White Flower was impossible to remix with any instrumental that I could find. I feel like White Flower is such a unique song. It doesn't follow like a doom, 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 like something easy to remix like the other songs. So yeah, it was very, very hard for me to. It took me days to find like the right way to include Wildflower. I love Dia Beacon. I know, it's one of my favorites. So of course I had to include each military service enlistment.
Take a deep breath.
Here's the latest from K-pop supergroup BTS. Jin has enlisted in the South Korean army.
좀 이런 영상이나 기록들을 남겨가지고 몇 달에 한 번씩 최대한 여러분들께 자주 보여드릴 수 있게.
Don't sing.
This is my favorite part.
Today I'm shooting Valentino and GQ.
Bonjour, Paris.
I'm here in Milan for Sega Benetez fashion.
And I feel like it fit perfectly because, you know, this is Jimin's instrumental. The instrumental that I chose for Jimin's face. I feel like it works perfect with Like Crazy, but it also works perfectly with the moment. Because if you think about it, this chapter, I didn't call it chapter because this is already chapter 2, so I called it parts. This part, which is part 3, is called Lost in the Lights because of Jimin's Like Crazy. So it's called Lost in the Lights. And this chapter is mostly about Fashion Week because all of the members were going to all of these Fashion Week events, runways and stuff like that. So I felt that it was perfect because it has this sound that is perfect. The theme is Lost in the Lights and it's all about like the camera flashes. And I love this section. I feel like it fit perfectly.
지금의 저로서는 너무 만족스럽죠. 왜냐면 특별히 정말 지민이와 이런 콜라보레이션이 현실화됐다라는 것에
Surprisingly, also on the street fit perfectly with this instrumental, with Jimin's instrumental. And yes, you're right. I love how you gave each member a section, but showed highlights of the other members in between when they related to the events. And not just that, I really did my best. I did my best, but it's not in chronological order. But I did my best to have everything as in chronological order, the best I could. So if you really see the order of single releases, these are in order. Like first it was released Vive, then it was On the Street. Like it's almost in that order. Sometimes it's not because it was literally impossible for me to make it. It was impossible for me. But yeah, the majority of these are very like in chronological order. I really try to do that. But it's in between the same months, definitely.
Excited to release new singer on the street. Every time I work, J. Cole also came on board as a featured artist for the track.
The more it gets stronger. I said the more it gets stronger. Solo documentary. 제이홉 in the box.
So that's for example. Do you see how she says, "Give it up for J-Hope"? In the original video, there's background music. So I had to remove that background music. And I had to do that for every single little clip. It was so tedious, but I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I did it because it sounds so much better than with the music on top. Sometimes it was impossible because they have not just the instrumental in the background, but they have song in the background with singing and everything. And it sounds like the singing and the voices. But I think it was okay.
Solo documentary. 제이홉 in the box.
Mic test. 1, 2, 3.
My new album, Face.
Also, I included so many clips of Jimmy Fallon because I try to include an introduction to each song. Sometimes it was impossible. Okay, I try to include the phrases. Usually they do these videos for Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, all of these streaming platforms that says, "Hello, my name is Jimin and my new single Like Crazy is out now." Usually I use those audios, but Jimmy Fallon says those kind of phrases very clear. So I used a lot of Jimmy Fallon because he introduces the right way, I guess, the songs. So there's a lot of Jimmy Fallon here.
The main track, Like Crazy, are out now.
아니 애청자님이 이게 진짜
컨셉이 제가 다
Also, I had to skip some things. For example, on Suchwita, I included every episode of Suchwita with a BTS member. But I had to skip all of the episodes of Suchwita without a BTS member because I just had to prioritize. But in my opinion, I think I did my best to include every single piece of content out there, even if it's very, very small. Some of these are TikTok videos that I just decided to include. But yeah, I had to skip some TikTok videos, but there are a lot of TikTok videos here as well, especially for the challenges. Whenever there was a challenge, I was like, okay, this is part of the promotions, so I'm including the challenge.
Hi, Bo. I'm Jimin of BTS.
여러분들 혹시 뭐 저 보고 싶어서
This one was also frustrating to me because I actually included the Jin messages, videos, all of them. I included all of them. But on this chapter, I had like a little moment for each of them, for each of these. So Jin. But in the end, it didn't fit. So I just could have like the audio of one of these and just show the other two. But it's okay. I included every single Jin message video. I wanted to.
그러시면 좋겠죠.
네, 안녕하세요. 방탄소년단 지민입니다.
Also, I think it's pretty obvious, but I know this by memory now. Like, I literally know what comes next because I've spent so much time editing this that I know my video by memory, which usually happens with my video essays, but this one is crazy because there's just so much.
저는 시계 소리를 듣곤 합니다.
제가 어거스트 D 성공개곡 사람 파트 2 피처링 아이유로 돌아왔는데요.
누구 DJ? 슈가슈가 쉽디 10대예요. 제가 NBA 글로벌 앰베서더가 됐습니다.
슈가입니다. 어거스트 D입니다. 바로 저희의 첫 솔로 작품 제이홉입니다. 네, 슈가 노르스 D-Day가 전 세계 극장에서 개봉을 하게 되었습니다.
이 노래는 흑음 올라타봐 지금 폭작되는 리듬 어쩌면 이 또한 또 다른 흑음
I'll see you or you later.
When I thought of that, I think this is big comedy to me, okay? I knew that I had the audio of yeah from Hegum, but then I remember that Yoongi said no on the Jimmy Fallon interview, on the Jimmy Fallon show. So I said, what if I put yeah, no? To me, this is peak comedy. This is my best try at comedy that I could do, okay? But here and there are moments I feel like that when I watch them, I'm like, I'm hilarious actually. I thought that I was going to struggle a lot with the concert sections, but because they have their episodes like August D tour in Europe, August D tour in the US or in Asia, it was very easy for me to find these clips actually. So, Lady Pink, thank you so much. Bora, you did an amazing job with this video, and I experienced the full gamut of emotions watching it. And I'm hoping that BTS gets to see your effort and hard work. Well done, and thank you. Thank you so much, Lady Pink. One day BTS will see one of my videos. This I'm very proud of this one, because it's I do love making video essays, and this is what I do. You know, I love writing. I love writing scripts. I love arguing. You can tell. You can tell that I love arguing. I love making points and all that kind of stuff. But another thing that I was not able to do a lot with my video essays is editing. And yes, I edit my video essays, but it's very simple editing. I think you can tell. I always felt that I wanted to do something like more complicated related to editing. And that is not necessarily like a video essay. I received, not even like 10 minutes after I posted the video, I received a hate comment. A comment that said, I guess it's not a hate comment, but a comment said, when are you going to, actually, I'm not going to find it, but it's something like, when are you going to post your next video essay? This video is too confusing to me and too distracting, and I don't like it. And he's like, you haven't even finished watching it, and it's okay, but just why? I spent months making this video. As soon as I posted, people asking already, like, when's your next video essay going to be? Can you relax for a second? Can you let me enjoy the release of this video? And also, I'm sorry, what do you want me to make a video essay about? BTS have not done anything in the past few months except working in silence. The last video essay that I made was about Namjoon's speech at APEC, because it is an actual event that happened. What has other event happened in the past few months that I can make a video essay about? Why do I need to, I cannot talk about anything yet. I want to make video essays, but it was the end of the year and I wanted to make this video. Okay? So let me make this video, and if you don't like it, it's okay, move on and just wait for the video essays. My goodness, it's so annoying. It was not even 10 minutes after I posted the video. All right, Bora and everyone, I gotta go. This reading isn't going to finish itself. Night. Good night, Danji. Hopefully you finished your reading. Good luck. You did Jin's too, his concert. Exactly. I did video essays of topics that I wanted to make that are more recent. And I'm sure that a lot of video essays are going to come with the comeback, because there's so much to talk about. But yeah, I wanted to finish this video that I've been working on for so long. But yeah, that is, this change to me is crazy. It goes from Amygdala by Yoongi. It goes to The Planet, which is a kid's song. It's a song for a kid's show. And then it goes to Don't Ever Say Love Me. I think I did an amazing job, because this putting this song that is more like a song for a kids show to this beat, once again, maybe it's easy for someone who knows how to do this stuff. I don't know how to do this. This is the first time that I've ever done something like this. I don't mix music. I don't know anything about this. This is the first time I've ever done this. So I felt proud because I felt like it turned out great. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny how these three songs get together.
2023 BTS 페스타 방탄소년단 데뷔 10주년을 맞이하여 여의도에서 보이는 라디오로 여러분을 찾아뵙게 되었습니다.
Our new song Take Two has arrived.
Okay, let's see the next part. This is Taeyeon's part, which is actually the shortest. This is the shortest section, but I'm very proud of it because I included so many of Taeyeon's songs here because technically he released a music video for all of these, and I tried including all of the songs that at least had a music video. I couldn't do this for all of the songs with music videos, but I tried my best. And with Taeyeon, I did include, I think, every song, even for us.
BTS Army lining up on Monday, despite already having tickets to Jungkook's sold-out show tomorrow.
Okay, so this one was crazy. With this song, with this instrumental, it was easy-ish. Like, it was kind of easy to mix Taeyeon's songs because they're all kind of the same genre. But 7 is not. And I'm going in chronological order, kind of. So I could have easily included 7 on Jungkook's section because the rhythm, the instrumental goes better. But I said, but that's not how it happened. First, 7 was released, then Layover was released, and then Golden was released. So I said, no, I need to stick to the chronological order the best I can. So I said, no, I'm going to put 7 on Taeyeon's section. I'm going to do it. I don't know how, but I'm going to do it. And I figured a way. So.
It is Jungkook from BTS.
My sister laughed at that. My sister laughed at the zooming on Jungkook's face.
It is Jungkook from BTS.
그리고 오늘 함께할 친구가 굉장히 활발한 친구라. 안 갈 거야? 갈 거야. 오늘 간다. 수고하시고. 자, 올려라. 수치타.
7월은 또 아미의 날이 있지 않습니까?
왕자님 약간 느낌이네요.
양집사 사이에 숨어 계셔야 되는데
저기 앞쪽에서 되게 좋은 공연을 하고 있는데 1분이면 보고 나오실 수 있어요.
1분이요?
And then in the end, oh no.
제가 갤럭시 S7 때부터 쭉 써온
So many photo shoots. So many.
솔로 앨범으로 돌아오신 빈씨입니다.
Told, make it yours.
Suga began his mandatory military service as a social service agent.
우리 2025년에 봅시다.
So yeah, for example, for the other members, because they had their military enlistment ceremony, I included just those videos. But for Yoongi, we didn't get anything. So I said, I'm just going to include like a clip, like a narration from the news and his live stream where he says, let's see each other again in 2025. And then Golden.
1, 2, 3. I can touch it through the phone.
나 김태형은 아미들과 함께 만들어가는 자리인 피크닉에서 정정당당히 진지하게 게임에 임할 것이며
Army, you guys always amaze me and you know how to make a difference.
My new single 3D is out now.
And if you pay attention, there's every single performance of these songs here. Every single performance. Like I included, and sometimes it was just like less than 1 second. But like Crazy, all of the Taeyong performances, the performance for 3D, the performances for Standing Next to You, I included every single one. From Inkigayo, Music Bank, Music Core, the promotions in America, the promotions in the UK, in Japan. Even those, do you know how impossible it is to find the Japanese interviews? Do you know how impossible it is to find the Japanese performances? It is impossible because they are nowhere. They are not on YouTube. They are not on social media because they are taken down. So I had to find armies who upload them privately on like Google Drives. So I recorded those from Google Drive files. Only for a couple of seconds. It was so tedious. Is tedious the word? Is that even a word? OT7ATW. Thank you so much for your support. As always, the Japanese ones are hidden. So many of them. And also, never mind.
At the big Calvin Klein event.
첫 뮤지컬로에서 그 학기를 담은 다큐멘터리 시민의 수도전 다이어리가 공개되었죠.
일룸 모델 RM입니다.
11월. If we had the chance and the time to spend, would you do it again? Would you do it again?
I love this part.
It's not chocolate. Was it too much?
My new album Golden is out now.
Oh, so that's the other thing. That's the other thing, guys. For example, for Standing Next to You, do you know how Jungkook is singing?
It's out now.
Sometimes the shots where he's singing, for example, this specific line, Next to You, that specific line, he's not facing the camera. Or like he's doing a dance step and is not the best shot for this. It doesn't look like a continuous shot. So I had to find other moments of the choreography where he's kind of saying you. It looks like he's singing you, but he's not singing you, guys. He's singing another thing. And I did this with a lot of these clips because sometimes, for example, from a music video, sometimes they don't sing in a music video. Jimin doesn't sing in like Crazy's music video. So I had to find like performances where he is singing that specific line that I decided to choose and include. And then when he's looking at the camera, and do the same for all of these performances, for Inkigayo, Music Core, Music Bank, and for all of these. So this one is Japanese, for example. Do you see? This one's Japanese one. This one was easy to find because everything that says Bangtan Subs, it's on the Bangtan Subs website. But it's not on YouTube. It's not anywhere. Like.
Tuned in to watch you sleep. I love you too.
영구가, let's go. 근데 촬영 중이니까 잠깐 나가줄래요?
It's truly an honor. It's very hard to express my gratitude in words.
So I wanted to include Hate You. As you can see, I put the clip, but it was just, I couldn't do it. I couldn't make it work. But some things work, some things don't. So I had to move on. I couldn't stay stuck there with no, I want to make Hate You work. It didn't work. I was going to move on. And I had to take those decisions so many times. But I had to. It's part of the process.
Happy birthday to me.
Oh, of course, I wanted to make that transition because in the Bangtan Bomb, the guys appeared there, but the members who were enlisted could not appear on the video, but they could appear in photos. So I did that. I did a little transition with all of them. When I found that, I thought it was so perfect because this is chapter 2024. I did an entire section for all of 2024 and another section for all of 2025. And for 2024, a lot of like the first 6 months of 2024, no members were here. They were in the military. They were enlisted. So this is called Whatever You Are, of course. But when I saw the In The Song clip of Where Is BTS, I thought that is perfect because it fits with the concept that BTS is not here. So where is BTS?
이제 24년 2월이 되었죠.
My new single Friends is out now. Give it a listen now. Hope you enjoy.
I also love that I try including every video of Jin where he mentions it's April or it's May or July is the month of army because it tells you where we are. Right now he mentioned, I believe, April. So right now we're in April. Kind of like that. I like that. I included those on purpose. Those lines on purpose. I hate this part so much, but this is the best I could do. Right place, wrong person doesn't fit with any instrumental that I could find. Right place, wrong person, come back to me, lost. I just couldn't make it work. I just couldn't make it work with any instrumental. This was the best I could do. See, it doesn't make sense, but I tried.
이게 맞아?
제가 곧 여러분들의 곁으로 간다는 걸.
Jin is planning to celebrate his discharge with a hug-a-thon in Seoul, where he's hugging over 1,000 fans that won a raffle. Never let go.
My second.
So definitely for 2024, I had to do a sound change. So these are two songs. The first song I had to include a very slow song for the first one because we have all of those songs like Right Place, Wrong Person, Wherever You Are, Friends. Those are like slower songs. And then Jin era starts, and Jin's era is very like rock, pop rock. And Jimin also fits like this pop rock vibe with who, it's very pop rock. So I decided to do like a stop there and mix two songs because one song, I tried, it was just not possible. I couldn't personally make it. Once again, I don't do this mixing of songs. I don't know how to do them. So I did my best and to mix these two songs. And I feel like it's not that bad. Look at the change of songs. Not bad. I did my best.
My second solo album is out now.
더 가득만 찍는다고 생각하고 있는데.
뭐요? 다 계세요. 하지 마시고.
뭐 사실 이거는 재미보다는 호부 같은 거죠.
다큐멘터리 호흡 온 더 스트릿이 이제 곧 여러분들을 찾아갑니다.
So that is all the section for Hope on the Street, Volume 1. And in my opinion, I gave it like a moment. I did receive a comment that say that I should have put more attention to Hope on the Street, Volume 1. But I'm sorry, I'm going to put more attention to Jack in the Box and J-Hope's 2025 songs. Like I cannot, just because one member is your favorite and you feel like I should give like attention to all of his songs, I cannot do that. I had to prioritize. J-Hope's biggest moments are his 3 2025 songs, his 3 2025 singles, and Jack in the Box, especially Lollapalooza. So that's why I did that. I had to prioritize at some point, and that's why some sections are not as detailed. But I feel like when I watch it again, I feel like I did give Hope on the Street a moment. See, here starts the documentary, each CD, the 2 versions. Like I gave it a moment, and this is for everything that happened. This is a short video, just 22 minutes.
J-Hope was discharged from military service.
I think it was funny that 1, 2, 3, 4 super chamchi. I don't know.
제가 병장 달고 병장 달면 그래도 군 생활이 조금 편해지잖아요. 이거 아니야?
So I also try my best to include the first song, that is slower with friends and whatever you are, to somehow put it at the beginning and then this rock song in the middle and then that slow song in the end again. So I can include more of these 2 songs, Winter Ahead and White Christmas. I just couldn't do it. I tried. So I had to include these 2 songs very fast. But you know what? At the end of the day, I did give Friends a moment. So I did my best. And then finally, the last section is 2025, which is the one that I worked on the fastest because so many things happened in 2025 and I couldn't include everything. I did my best though.
그냥 이렇게 들고 하세요. 그냥 이게 더 어렵다.
Incredible.
I had to include these 2 moments because these are some of my favorite J-Hope interview moments. Why are your teeth so white? Should I get some? And she's like, what do you mean get? I'm just young. My teeth look like this. That moment was hilarious. And of course, the iconic what size, half size. I had to include those moments. I included like some jokes here and there, of course. They're part of history. Ooh. So those are 2 songs that I skipped. I skipped 2 songs. I skipped J-Hope's Louis Vuitton LV bag, and I skipped Jin's close to you. But it's because J-Hope and Jin already own 2025. Like, I include all of their songs from their albums, so I had to prioritize. No one complained about that. I'm just saying.
달려라 임다섭.
구찌 2025 가을 겨울쇼 함께 준비해 보겠습니다.
Looking just like a gangster. Being so fine, one plus a mine. I like my girls. I like my girl.
Also, I find it when I was making this video, I couldn't stop thinking this. In this video, I include 1 second, for example, of Chicago, 1 second of Mexico City, 1 second of San Antonio. But each of these are 2 days that J-Hope worked so hard on. So sometimes this may be 1 second of this video, but it's an entire day production for BTS. Sometimes it's more than 1 day. Sometimes it's a week of preparation, which is crazy because it really shows how much BTS prepared for us. It's just 1 second in my video, but it's days of preparations from them. They prepared so much for us, so much. They worked so hard to give us all of these. It's crazy.
달려라 숙제는 끝이 날 수도 있겠지만 제가 여러분들을 찾아가는 달려라 숙제는 이제부터 시작입니다. 자 그럼 다 함께 달려볼까요? 달려라 숙제!
I also was obsessed with doing this kind of stuff. Like when I found the exact moment of the behind the scenes, I like doing like a parallel. This behind the scenes and this the actual billboard. I like doing that a lot.
I'm trying to stop the ride. Performing Don't Say You Love Me from his new EP, Jin! You just gotta let me go.
Some of these videos are...
during this lie detector test?
수도 없이 많죠.
보석진의 12 o'clock입니다.
I love that because I feel like the trumpet, I was looking for his entire performance of that saxophone, sorry, not trumpet. I was looking for the entire performance to see which moment can fit here with this song. So the trumpet is part of the song. And now the saxophone. The saxophone is part of the song. I love that.
We gotta celebrate like it's your birthday.
The iconic moment with the chair.
This is the sweet spot. Hit up the scene, it's the big shot.
Eat it up, eat it up.
I feel like the Eat It Up fit perfectly as well. Also, another thing is that some of these songs, some of these instrumentals were short and I have to make them longer. But honestly, that is super easy for me to do. So that was the easiest part. Finding sections to repeat again and again and again perfectly. So it's like a longer song than it actually is. But I feel like that's easy to do. But the vocals though, that was hard for me to do because I don't do this. I don't know how to do it, but I try my best. The empty chairs. I had to include the empty chairs. And of course, I had to end the video with some promotion for Arirang. I had to finish the video with Arirang, of course. So please, guys, if you have not watched it, watch it. If you have watched it, watch it again. Share it with other people. I worked so hard. This video is crazy. The other day, actually, when I released this on Sunday, I was talking to my sister that I feel like when I started working on this video, I was like super happy, super excited. And then by the end, I was like, this is a prison. Like working on this video is a prison that I made for myself because it was so hard. It was so hard. And by the end, I was just done because I was like, it cannot be another week with me not finishing this video. I kept working on this video nonstop for weeks. And I kept saying, okay, next week is going to be finished. Next week is going to be finished. And it never was. It never was. But that's why I took Friday off. Because if I didn't took Friday off, guys, this is another week or probably a couple of other more weeks where I wouldn't be focusing on this video. So yeah, I took the time while working on the live stream, instead working on this video. So thank you so much for everyone. To everyone who watched the video, and please watch it again. I think it's fun. It goes so fast that I feel like you may miss some things. So rewatch it so you can find the little details here and there. I found my favorite. I tried selecting my favorite clips of this entire all of these years. So it's fun and it's representative of how it was like being here during all of these years. I used to read some comments here in chat that said that I was so busy these years and I missed so much. And I totally understand that. But I think it's a great idea to just use this video maybe as a reference of all the things that you missed. Also, there is one big thing that I missed. And I hate that I missed it. I realized this like a day after I posted it, and I hate it because I missed one big moment. Hopefully, nobody notices, but someone probably will notice it at some point. But it's just one moment, and it was going to happen, at least one moment. I had to miss one moment. So yeah, I missed one moment, and I regret it, but it's okay. I just have to move on. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching, and my sister is definitely, she confirmed what moment. I'm not saying which moment. If someone finds out, if someone notices, then I will probably pin their comment. But yeah, that is all I have for today, guys. My sister has confirmed that she's going to be here on Friday. And yeah, my sister is going to be here on Friday. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you guys then. Bye, everyone.